Assalamualaikum, I am Lali here with another tutorial on layers for beginners in Photoshop CS6. This tutorial is based on layers, how to use them, how to make new layers, adjust them and so on. As in my last tutorial, I have given overview and basics of Photoshop. So now come to layers in it. As in this picture you can see there are two things, picture and text on it, and this is layers tutorial for beginners. So in real there was a default layer of that picture, that is layer 0, and when I added the text on it, a new text layer is also created. So there are tabs of layers, channels and path, and there are channels of RGB and all paths. So a drop down menu for kind, name, effect mode and so on. There are also hue, saturation, color type of options available, then opacity, and we can adjust it according to our need. And there are some icons like lock or lock position. There is an eye on both layers, and we enable the eye on text layer, then the text will be hidden. We can also drag the layers wherever we want, but top layer will be on the bottom layer. We can also edit the names of the layers as we want, and we will rename it as the text for the layers. So when we put the lock on the text layer, then we can't move it anywhere. But when we unlock it, we can move it anywhere. By right clicking on the layer, and here we can make the copy of the layer as we want. So we can also put the colors on the layer for its identification when there are a lot of layers and it's difficult for us to identify for its name, and any color as we want, red, green, whatever. We can also delete any layer by dragging it to the dustbin icon at the bottom and it's gone. We can also create new layers from here and adjust it as we want, and can create as many layers as we want. We can create the group for the layers and drag the layers we want to add in that group. So I drag all the 1, 2, 3 layers in that group. It will also help us to identify and manage the layers or manage the space and open its. And when I open its option, we can also duplicate, delete, merge and color and all that for the group. So we will delete the group because we don't need it. So there is another option of putting the gradients, color balance, brightness level and all that. So if we put the gradient, so a gradient layer will come on the top with the mask, and we will select any gradient as we want. So this is the gradient layer, and when I enable it, it's gone. There is a layer mask, so you can add the mask and can add as much as mask as you want, and can delete it, and other option as well. So I will delete all the masks, vector mask, layer mask. I will delete all of them. After that, I will also delete this gradient layer by dragging to the dustbin. So we can also have other options from here, like blending options in it. We have so many things: blend, mode, opacity, overlays and all that. And there are filter for layer type, for adjustment layer, pixel layer, and they will show the layers like pixel layer and adjustment and all text layers. So here are no shape layers, I mean there is no layers in which there are any shapes, so as in the shape layer, so it's empty. So you can also add as many layers as you can, and can do many things on it. So try to do it on your own, check all these options. That's all from me. Thank you for watching my video. Give the thumbs up if you like, and have a good day. Bye bye.